Hello, Jungkook fans. What if the reason Jungkook finally decided to speak out wasn't about music, a new project, or an exciting update, but something far more serious? A message that left countless fans heartbroken and sparked an emotional conversation across the fandom. For years, Jungkook has been known for his warmth, honesty, and incredible connection with ARMY, but this time, his words carried a different weight. Why did one of the world's most beloved artists feel the need to remind people about boundaries? And why are so many fans saying this may be one of his most important messages yet? Stay with us as we take a closer look at the situation that has everyone talking and reveal why Jungkook's latest message is touching hearts around the world. For years, Jungkook has built a reputation unlike almost any other artist in the industry. While many global stars keep a careful distance from their audiences, he has consistently chosen a different path, one that feels personal, genuine, and deeply connected. Whether it was through spontaneous live broadcasts, late-night conversations, music recommendations, or simple moments from his daily life, Jungkook always found ways to make fans feel included. That willingness to connect became one of the reasons millions of people around the world fell in love with him. And that's exactly why a recent message from Jungkook has sparked such an emotional reaction among fans everywhere. The situation wasn't dramatic because of what he said, it was dramatic because of why he had to say it in the first place. For a long time, fans became accustomed to seeing Jungkook appear online simply because he wanted to spend time with them. Sometimes he would answer questions for hours. Other times he would share stories, listen to music, or casually talk about whatever was on his mind. There was never a feeling of obligation. It felt natural, as if he genuinely enjoyed those moments of connection. But this time, the atmosphere felt completely different. Instead of sharing exciting news or creating another memorable interaction, Jungkook reportedly came online to address a serious concern regarding his personal space and privacy. The message was not aggressive. It was not angry. It wasn't even delivered in a threatening tone. In fact, what shocked many people was how calm and respectful he remained despite the situation. That calmness may have made the message even more powerful. Fans began discussing how someone known for his kindness and patience had reached a point where he felt the need to publicly remind people about boundaries. For many supporters, that realization was heartbreaking. The concern wasn't simply about the words themselves, it was about what those words represented. Being one of the biggest stars in the world comes with enormous attention. Every appearance becomes a headline. Every photo spreads across social media within minutes. Every public moment attracts massive interest. While fame can bring incredible opportunities, it can also create challenges that most people never experience. One of those challenges is maintaining privacy. For celebrities, privacy is not just about having a quiet day off. It's about having a safe place to exist as a normal human being outside of work. It's about being able to go home without feeling watched. It's about having moments that belong only to family and close friends. Many fans understand this completely. However, there are times when a small number of individuals cross lines that should never be crossed. Actions that may seem harmless to them can become uncomfortable, invasive, or even frightening for the person experiencing them. This is why boundaries matter, not because artists dislike their fans, but because everyone deserves personal space. What makes this particular situation resonate so strongly is Jungkook's history with his supporters. This is someone who has repeatedly shown appreciation toward fans. He has spent countless hours communicating with them. He has shared personal stories, celebrated achievements together, and created unforgettable memories that strengthen the bond between artist and audience. Because of that history, many fans felt a deep sense of disappointment when hearing about concerns surrounding his privacy. Some supporters expressed sadness that a person who consistently gives so much of himself to his audience would even need to remind people of such a basic principle. Others pointed out that genuine support should never make an artist feel uncomfortable in their own home or personal environment. The discussion quickly became larger than a single incident. It evolved into a conversation about what it truly means to be a fan. Is being a fan simply about admiration, or does it also involve respect? Many people believe the answer is clear. Supporting an artist means appreciating their work while recognizing their humanity. It means celebrating their successes without demanding access to every aspect of their lives. It means understanding that public figures are still individuals with emotions, fears, and personal boundaries. That perspective appears to be at the center of why this moment has affected so many people. Rather than focusing on anger, countless fans have used the opportunity to remind one another about responsible fandom culture. Messages emphasizing respect, empathy, and healthy boundaries have spread across online communities. In many ways, the response has demonstrated the values that much of the fandom wants to represent. And perhaps that's what makes this story so emotional. The issue itself is serious, but underneath it lies something even more meaningful. It highlights the unique relationship Jungkook has built with millions of people around the world. A relationship based on trust, appreciation, and connection. When that trust appears threatened, even briefly, fans feel it. Not because they are interested in drama, but because they care about the person behind the music. As conversations continue, one thing remains clear. The overwhelming majority of supporters want Jungkook to feel safe, respected, and comfortable. They want him to continue sharing moments with fans because he chooses to, not because he feels pressured to. And perhaps the strongest message emerging from this situation is also the simplest one. The greatest way to support someone you admire isn't by getting closer to their private life. It's by respecting the boundaries they ask you to respect. What also stands out about this situation is the contrast between the Jungkook fans have known for years and the circumstances surrounding this recent message. Throughout his career, Jungkook has often been described as someone who values genuine communication. Even during some of the busiest periods of his life, he still found ways to check in with fans, share updates, and create moments that felt personal despite the enormous distance between a global superstar and millions of supporters. That level of openness is incredibly rare. Many artists eventually become more cautious about what they share publicly, especially after experiencing the pressures that come with worldwide fame. Yet Jungkook has often seemed willing to let fans see pieces of his everyday life. Whether it was a simple conversation, a spontaneous live stream, or an honest reflection about his thoughts and feelings, those moments helped strengthen a connection that felt authentic. That's why so many fans reacted emotionally when hearing about concerns involving his privacy. For some, it wasn't just another celebrity story. It felt personal because they have watched Jungkook grow up in front of the public eye. They have witnessed his journey from a young trainee with big dreams to one of the most recognized artists on the planet. Along the way, fans celebrated his achievements, supported him during challenges, and admired the humility he continued to show despite his success. Yet moments like this serve as a reminder that fame does not erase basic human needs. No amount of popularity can replace the need for safety. No level of success removes the importance of personal boundaries. And no artist, regardless of how kind or approachable they may be, should ever feel uncomfortable in their own private space. Many supporters have pointed out that respect is not proven by how closely someone can follow an artist's personal life. Instead, respect is demonstrated by understanding where the line should be drawn. True admiration means listening when boundaries are communicated and honoring those requests without hesitation. In many ways, this moment may become an important reminder for the entire fandom community. Not because of controversy, but because it highlights the responsibility that comes with being part of such a large global fanbase. Jungkook's message may have been brief and gentle, but its impact was impossible to ignore. It encouraged conversations about empathy, respect, and the kind of environment fans want to create moving forward. And as countless supporters continue sharing messages of encouragement, one sentiment appears again and again. Jungkook deserves the same kindness and consideration that he has shown to others for so many years. Perhaps that is the real reason this story continues to resonate with people around the world. Behind the headlines, behind the discussions, and behind the emotional reactions lies a simple truth. The strongest fan support isn't measured by proximity. It's measured by respect. As always, what do you think about this situation? Do you believe respecting an artist's privacy is one of the most important ways fans can show their support? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and want more exclusive Jungkook updates, stories, and fan discussions, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to Jungkook Fans, and turn on notifications so you never miss any future videos. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay kind, and we'll see you in the next video.